We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here by my brother Tim. And today, it's Saturday. I got a huge college basketball slate. We get a decent size NBA slate, and we get a really nice size hockey slate. Where it's going to be an interesting slate for sure. Um, I've moved on a few hockey plays. I'm looking to move on a few later because I do like a lot of dogs today. So I'm expecting some line movements in my favor because I've noticed a lot of the bigger favorites get bet a lot. But I do have some action already for today. And this should be an interesting slate. But before we get into today's slate, before we get into today's games, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. Went one right, went one wrong in the world of sports betting. And yesterday was a nice day. When we look at it here, we went 5-1 in college basketball. Tim will go over that when we get there. I went 6-4 in the NHL, up 1.91 units. Can't complain there. I could have had a few plays cash that didn't. Carolina puck line, that was a nice easy winner. They win 4-0 over the Blue Jackets. That means though the under did hit, so I had over 6.5. That was a loser. They made us sweat a little bit for it, but the Blues cashed the puck line. They also got the team total over 3.5 for me, so a double winner there. Looking to back the Blues as much as possible in the second half of the season here. And another thing I'm looking to back as much as possible. This has kind of turned into a little bit of a wagon here, Tim. The New Jersey Devils in the first period. They lost the game 8-5, but they won the first period 2-1. So very, very nice there. Plus 110 cash. That's why I took him in the first period rather than the full game. Their goaltending is not to be trusted right now. John Gillies looked terrible last night, giving up all of those goals. And talk about giving up all those goals. The under in Winnipeg, under 6.5, does not cash. I had the Winnipeg Jets plus 248. And that was a nice little slap in the face to remind me why I didn't bet money lines for a while, or at least big dog money lines, because their team total would have hit, but their money line didn't. And it's just frustrating. It was 3-0 at the end of the first period, and then it finished 6-3. Colorado is just that freaking good, apparently, and it's frustrating because fading them, you can never be comfortable at any point in given time. And I knew even down 3-0, I'm like, there's this game is long from over, and yeah, then that's why. I believe Landeskog had a hat trick. McKinnon had 2 goals. Like this is a good hockey team. Their goaltending is still a big question mark, but it's a good hockey team. Vegas Golden Knights first period did not hit. Their first period puck line did not hit against Arizona. They ended up losing that game 3-1. Maybe that was the look ahead spot. I was just on the wrong look ahead dog. Should have gone after Arizona instead of Winnipeg. Jeez. So yeah. Vegas gets upset by the Arizona Coyotes 3-1. Schmaltz with the goal. I believe Keller with the goal as well. And Gostisbehere, 3 players that could potentially be traded at the trade deadline, other than maybe Clayton Keller. And then to finish off the night, though, a very nice way to end the night. One of my favorite teams in the NHL to bet right now, the LA Kings. Money line minus 105 and the team total over 2.5 at minus 145. Both come through for me. So overall, yesterday 6-4 in the NHL. Had a nice little day there. Made a little bit of money and hoping to do the same thing today. I already have 4 plays in the NHL in the early games, and I'm going to look to add more later.
There you go. Yeah, yesterday was fantastic for me. Starting with 4-1 in the NBA. I also went 5-1 in college basketball. The only sport that I did not make money in was college baseball. Went 1-1. And then I went 4-0 in Counter-Strike. So yesterday was an absolute fantastic day for me. NBA, only loser was Toronto. They just forgot to show up. Miami took care of business. Philadelphia took care of business. Dallas covered, and Clippers won in the last couple of seconds. That was an intense end to the last night's game. I don't watch the NBA that often, but I saw that it was a close game with not that much time to go. So I watched the end of that Laker Clipper game. Very beautiful. Love to see it. And then college basketball, we went 5-1. The only loser was our best bet. And that went over with 9 seconds to go. That always feels great when your thing loses with 9 seconds or like less than a minute left in the game. So
and
that
under,
yeah, and under. We had the under 161. I think it landed at like 163 or something like that. But the other 5 went good. Akron and Ohio over. Canisius and Iona under. I ended up seeing a TikTok on that Harvard Princeton game, and goddamn, they missed like 4 free throws at the end of the game. In order to
we
keep
didn't
that one
deserve
under.
that one.
Yeah,
I wasn't even watching.
Yeah, we didn't deserve that win, but we got it. And then the Texas Arlington South Florida game under wasn't even a sweat. And then the San Diego State over hit with about 2 minutes to go, so that was kind of nice. So 5-1 there. Nick went 2-2 in hockey. I do have a couple of college baseball plays. Those will be rolling in the scroller now. If you guys are interested in picking those up, keep in mind that ECU play is because I'm going to the game today, so I wanted to have money on it. And I'm not going to turn down East Carolina plus 221. So just figure I'd throw that one out there. But all the plays are now scrolling across the bottom, and we'll be able to jump into this NBA slate and hockey and all this good stuff. And we'll see how today's goes. But we'll go ahead and say hi to the chat first, see how everybody is doing. Good morning. Hope you capped some sides today. Nope, not at all. Yes, we did. Go ahead, leave them down. Let me pull up the document for it. Because I was not prepared. And you're gonna have to put timings with them because I have 6 pages worth of notes. But do you think there's value on the Pistons game money line today? Who are they against again? Boston. No, I don't think so. I don't think that game's close. But I didn't bet it. We'll go over it in a minute. Let's go. Let's hit the Buckies where it hurts today. The bookies, sorry. Bookies where it hurts today. Let's do it. Mike Glennon. Hockey was good for Mike Glennon yesterday. He went undefeated. There you go. Toledo at 12 o'clock, and they're minus 12. We have them at minus 14.5. So, yeah, I don't mind that. That's fine with me if you're interested in that one. We didn't bet it, but it would be a lean that way. I did Devils first period money line. Then Hawks money line. Devils first period, Hawks money line. There you go.
That's exactly the way to play it. The better idea would have been live betting it because you could have gotten a much better price with the Hawks money line down 2-1 at the end of the first period.
There you go. Avs get Fleury and the league is done.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. We're going to start riding the 76ers. We'll see. Depends on the lines. I'm not going to say yes automatically to every single time, but we'll see. What's up, bros? Everyone like and subscribe. Damn right. Let's see if we can hit 2K by the time baseball season starts in mid-June. Purdue minus 4, and that one's a 12 o'clock game as well versus Michigan State. It would be a slight 1-point lean towards Michigan State, but obviously when it's that small of a value, we're not betting it. So, yeah. True, I'll do that next time. There you go. We'll keep we're not going to keep on rolling. We're going to get started with some NBA action. I will say there's a 7-game slate today, and I've got plays on 2 games. It's not really a big slate, and I was more interested in college basketball today. But Nick, let's start off with some NBA.
Yeah, we have the Boston Celtics. They're at the Detroit Pistons. Down Celtics minus 11.5, total 215.5. Are you looking at anything in this game?
No, I know this is the early game. Everybody's going to want to bet the early game, the 12 o'clock game on a Saturday. But no, this is not a game I'm necessarily interested in going after. Boston's been hot. They're currently the hottest team in basketball, bar none. 9-1 in their last 10. Their only loss, I believe, was an overtime loss. Let's see. No, sorry. Their only loss, was to this Detroit team 10 days ago. But no, I don't think that happens again. I think that was I don't want to say it's a fluke, but I don't think that happens again. They're 11-point favorites for a reason, or 11.5 on some books. They're that way for a reason. It may be a lean towards the under because I could see the Detroit Pistons scoring like 90 today, but I'm not really interested in going after this early game just because it's the early game. So I'm passing on this one to start off the slate.
That's totally fair. Totally fair. Then we'll move on to the second game of the slate. We have the Toronto Raptors coming in off of that embarrassing loss last night, Tim. They're 3-point underdogs with a total of 226. Anything in this game?
This is exactly why I like the Raptors. I know it's a second leg of a back-to-back, and they got absolutely blown to pieces, and that's exactly what everybody's going to see. I like the Raptors today, +3. I think they win this game straight up. I think they can win this game by double digits if they really go with it. I feel like they just came out a little bit slow, and well, that's an understatement. They lost by 33 or 32, whatever it was. But I feel like this team could definitely do a lot better with the pieces that they have. So I'm thinking that the Toronto Raptors take care of business in this game. I think they get the job done and bounce back from that ugly loss. I would say back to back hurt them, but most of their players didn't play into the second half much because they were blown out. So no, this is a spot. I like the Raptors to get the job done. And then you're getting Atlanta off of a big game versus the Bulls, which they lost in the last couple of seconds. So I feel like that could impact them a little bit, but I do like the Raptors +3 as one of my 2 plays today.
Sounds good. Yeah, that's kind of where I was looking in this game. I didn't bet any NBA, but just looking lightly at this card, that would have been a lean for me. It was towards the Raptors, especially after that embarrassing loss.
Oh yeah, I am more than willing to take teams off of humongous losses, so I'm totally down for that one.
That being said,
Back
I'm going against that. I'm going against that theory in the NHL today with them on my plays.
fair. Um, they cover what Pistons? I don't know. We'll see. Raptors. This NBA bet I'm gonna do. Yes. I think Raptors would be probably my strongest play of the day. Raptors killed my parlay, so staying away. Hey, take recency bias out of it. Don't judge it like that because that's when you're gonna start not betting stuff that you could be winning. So don't use recency bias. That's what a lot of bettors do, and it costs them money sometimes. So just be careful with doing that. I'll use recency bias in terms of, hey, a team just got blown out, and I think that the public's not going to like that team because of it. But I'm not going to do
Yeah,
that because of that. All right,
you
we'll
have to
keep
have a
on moving.
short memory in this game.
You gotta have a short memory when you do sports betting. 100%.
Yeah, Miami Heat though, they're 9-point home favorites here. They're going up against the San Antonio Spurs. We have a total of 225.5. We're looking to get to this spot at all.
No. If anything, I feel like it's a lean towards the Spurs at that big number. Just because the Heat are on a second leg of a back-to-back. They played last night versus the Knicks in New York and then traveled back down to San Antonio. I feel like this could be a flat spot for them. I think Miami wins this game. I just don't think they cover a 9-point spread. It would be a lean towards San Antonio. I just couldn't get to this one. You still get Jimmy Butler, Bam, and Kyle Lowry is all healthy, which is fantastic to see. And I think that this Miami team is definitely going to be deadly coming into this playoff and into the playoffs and everything. Obviously, they're the current number 1 team in the East. Actually, I believe they're tied still with the Bulls. Yeah, they're still tied with the Bulls. Philadelphia 2.5 games back. I feel like this is a good spot where you could possibly see Miami take care of business again in this one. I think Miami wins. I just don't know whether or not they can cover a 9-point spread. I think that's just a little bit too much. So I'm passing on this game.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's a lot of points there, especially with a team on a back-to-back. But no, they're at home, Miami.
Miami's at home. Yes, they were on the
Yeah.
road yesterday.
Okay.
They were in New York. That's why I was saying they moved from there to there.
You said they went to San Antonio. Never mind.
No, sorry, they went from New York to Miami. That's what I meant to say.
Okay. No, you're good. Yeah, you just said that wrong.
All good. All good. What's up, boys? What's up, Noel? Follow me. Wild Flyers and Michigan +5. What do you think, Earle? Wild and
Wild.
Flyers.
Wild. I think the only thing I'm looking at is a total in that game.
Can I give you an argument why not to bet the Wild? It's not on Terry's card today. and you know when it's not on Terry's card that
Yeah.
you shouldn't be betting it. Flyers, we'll go over that game. Michigan
Plus,
plus 5. I don't know.
plus the Flames just lost 7-1. Like that's one of those
Yeah,
embarrassing losses that you don't want to. I know one thing I'm not doing is fading the Flames off of that.
correct. And then who's Michigan playing today? Let's see. Scrolling through my 6 pages worth of notes to see if I can find one game. If not, then I'm
But
just gonna
yeah,
keep moving.
I do like the Flyers. I do like the Flyers.
Nope, I can't find it. Murray State minus 11.
I think that number was a 10.5 for us. So
Yeah, so nothing
no
of that
play.
one. LO, I'm fading the Wild. Rather take the Flames money line or a team total. There you go.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, for me that would be a Flames or nothing spot. Maybe Flames and Reg if you want to knock that price down a little bit. The Wild are not a team I'm looking to particularly back right now. And the Flames off of that embarrassing loss, I think that Daryl Sutter gets his team together and they play well this game.
Terry is miss out on Wild today. We'll see. 5 o'clock. Oh God. Let's see if I could find that. I know ECU is a 4 o'clock game, so I need to go a little bit further.
I think it was a 10.5. The number. I think I messed up on that one and I switched it during the. So that number's going to look weird when you look it up.
I can't find it anyway. Sure, Murray State works. Purdue versus Michigan State. It's slightly leaning towards Michigan State, and I don't remember what the total because I don't remember what the total is. Flyers team total is definitely a good play. First 3 games of hockey, definitely taking Rangers money line and the Oilers, and for Oilers - Panthers.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
No, I don't think he's coming on today. I haven't got any notifications. Was looking forward Oilers team total over or Panthers money line.
I like the Oilers today.
There you go. We'll keep on rolling through these games.
Yeah, we get the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're hosting the Washington Wizards. The Cavaliers are laying 8 in this game, Tim, with a total only at 204.5. That's kind of a low total. What are you thinking about this game?
I'm thinking it's a low total for a reason, and it probably will end up going under. But Cleveland's coming off of this embarrassing loss versus Detroit. Granted, they were without 2 of their bigger players in that game and all that shenanigans, but this Cleveland Cavalier team has kind of came back down to earth in terms of their ATS numbers. So I'm not really backing them as much as I used to. And this Washington team has been a mess. I remember when I legit thought Washington had a shot to win the East. They were playing that good, and then injuries got to them, and Bradley Beal and all that stuff happened, and this team is just they're in the dumps now. It would be, I guess, a lean towards Washington plus the points, but once again, it's kind of one of those similar situations. Is I think Cleveland wins. I just don't know if they cover the 8-point spread, so or 8.5 point spread wherever it is now. It's a pass for me in this game again.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to lay 8 with the Cavaliers. I think they're a good team. I don't know if they're that good of a team though.
Mm-hmm. Any college baseball plays? Yes, just scrolling across the bottom. I like ECU, Hawaii, Stanford, and Charlotte. James Harden was looking good last night in a Sixers uniform. I didn't watch the game, but his stats looked good. Yeah. Washington lost a tough game at home last night versus the Spurs. I think Cleveland is a good spot here. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, didn't that Washington game go to like double or triple overtime?
Washington yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It went to at least 1 overtime. Maybe I gotta look this one up on ESPN because on covers it's only showing 1 overtime. I'm guessing it had to go at least 2 to 3 because the final score last night was 157-153, which is outrageous. 2 overtimes.
Yeah, that's a high score.
That's crazy. That's a lot. Okay. I can feel like this game's gonna be an under tonight for Washington. Everybody's gonna see
Really?
last night's game and be like, "Oh wow!" And no, too
They
many
put up
points.
300 points.
Yeah, they put 300 or 310 points up last night between the two of them. No, that's not gonna happen again. We'll keep on rolling, Nick.
Yeah, we'll keep on going. We have the Memphis Grizzlies are at the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls are a 1 point home favorite. Total 237 in this game. Where are you looking?
Well, we see Mike Lennon, who's on the Bulls. You see Carlos Garcia, who's on the Bulls, and I'm going Grizzlies. It's a spot. It's just a spot for me. You get Chicago coming off of a big in-conference win versus the Hawks. Last second shot from what was DeRozan to kind of put the nail in the coffin in that Hawks game. On the other side, you get Memphis, who's coming off of a last-second loss to Minnesota. A very close game, back and forth down to the end. I felt like that Memphis was in a bad spot last game. Even though I bet them, I felt like they were in a bad spot. I'm on the Memphis Grizzlies today. I feel like they're the better team. I feel like the Western Conference in general was better than the Eastern Conference. I think that there's 3 to 4 teams in the Western Conference that can beat any team in the East. So I feel like Memphis is one of those teams that could beat anybody in the East. And I feel like this game is going to be this is a statement game. I think the Grizzlies go into Chicago and hand the Bulls a loss. And I think it's a quite convincing quite convincing win for Memphis. I'm taking them money line. I got them at plus 104. I got them at a good line. I feel I'm taking Memphis to take care of business at my second play in the in NBA today.
Sounds good. Then we'll keep on moving on here with the NBA. All right, we'll look at the chat. That's right.
Okay, let's not be stupid. DeRozan's not the MVP. There's 2 players in that race, and that should be about it. And that's Jokic, and that's Embiid. And then maybe if Giannis has a really good end of the year, he would be in the conversation. But no, should be a spot. You live in Chicago, have to ride with them. That's fair. $50 parlay on Bulls and Canadians. Good luck.
Don't hate
John
that.
Morant is hurting. Well, the one thing with John Morant, I was bringing that one up. I have an MVP ticket on him, but I know that's dead at the moment. Even when John Morant's not playing his best, or if he's out, Memphis can win without him. And they've proven that time and time again. I think they could do it. I mean, he's going to play today, so he'll be good to go. But I feel like they could win this game even without Morant. And by the way, 16-12 G2 take map 1.
Cool.
Figure I'd let you know that one. 2 games left in the NBA, though, Nick.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Nets, they're at the Milwaukee Bucks. We have the Bucks as 10-point home favorites. Is this too many points with the Nets, or are we looking to back the Bucks, or we want nothing from this game?
This is a rough spot. Kyrie is going to be able to play, so at least they have a little bit of firepower for the Nets. But that's about it. This Milwaukee team is healthy. I feel like this could be. Once again, I'm laying off on this game. I feel like this could be a game where either Brooklyn loses by 2 points, 3 points, or this is a 40-point game. I don't see anywhere really in between. I don't think Kyrie does enough for the Brooklyn Nets to stay in this. If you want to bet the Brooklyn Nets, I feel like betting them first quarter or first half could be an interesting spot. Because once you get to later in the game, that's when Milwaukee's going to pull away. Kind of similar to the Nuggets and Kings game 2 nights ago, where it was a close game at halftime and the Nuggets ended up winning by 28 or whatever. I feel like that's a very similar situation to what could happen in today's game with Brooklyn and Milwaukee. I'm not betting it because it's a 10 and I don't bet 10s or higher. It would be a lean towards the Bucks, but no play for me in this one.
Yeah, so what that sounds like is a little bit of Nets first half +5.
Yes, I would be interested in that. I think that could be an interesting spot, but I'm not going and betting it.
All right, fair enough. I just wanted to bring that one up because that's what it sounded like you were hinting towards. Was if you wanted to play the Nets, you can get them +5 in the first half.
True. Heavy pass for Mike Glennon. Nets cover like a blanket with holes in it. Yep. I mean, so do the Bucks. Can we get a Tim draw of the day? No. Hockey play, maybe. But the Buffalo Sabres don't play today, so I don't know. No, I'm kidding. Final game of the day, Nick.
Yay! The Denver Nuggets are hosting the Sacramento Kings. The Nuggets are 7.5-point home favorites. We have a total of 237.5 in this game.
I'm passing. And mostly the reason why I'm passing on this game is I missed my line. It was an 8.5-point spread last night. I would be interested in the Kings at that number because recency bias, and that's another one of the things. We saw what happened last time these two teams played, which was 2 nights ago. They won by 18. Denver won 128 to 110, and that was on the 24th. I feel like this could be another spot where the Kings keep it close with Denver. Because one thing that we noticed is Denver will cover the 3.5, 4.5 point spreads. Once you get above 7, normally they're not covering as much. They're not a team that blows teams out. I mean, last game we saw them win by 18. I don't think we see that again. I feel like this could be a good spot for the Kings plus 7.5. I didn't bet it because I missed out on my number, and I don't like to bet numbers that I missed. So I would still be all right with it at 7.5 for the Kings, but I'm not interested in this one.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I noticed that when I did bet the NBA was the Nuggets struggled at covering spreads, especially the bigger minus spreads. So yeah, this would definitely be a look towards the road team for me as well.
Okay, that's fine. Carlos apparently wants to get timed out. It's Mets all day. Carlos, one more Yankee comment. I'll put you in a 5-minute timeout. I'm not kidding. Try me. But we'll go over to some NHL action for Nick so he can actually talk and be interactive in the stream. The Edmonton Oilers are in Florida taking on the Panthers. Panthers a slight 200 favorite, total of 7 in this game. Where are you looking?
Yeah, you see that total right there. It's a 7, and it's a 7 for a reason. The Panthers, they don't know what this thing called defense is, and the Oilers can, and they can also the Panthers can score goals, and the Oilers can score goals as well. I like the Oilers here in this spot. I took their team total and I got it at 2.5. I got the team total over 2.5 here around -150. If you want it now, it's around 3.5 around +130. I don't hate that either. I think we see at least 4 goals from the Oilers today. I've seen the Oilers get at least 2.5 expected goals in 9 straight games, and it would be 10 straight, but they or at least 2.5. It would be 10 straight, but they got 2.46 10 games ago. So this is an Oilers team that creates chances. They score goals. Connor McDavid to score a goal. I think that's one of those props that you just click and you keep moving on. I think he's gonna get on the board today. Leon Draisaitl. If you bet props with the Edmonton Oilers, don't get cute. Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. Maybe someone like Darnell Nurse or Warren Fogle. But I mean, the top 2 is where you look there. Edmonton team total over 2.5 at -150 for me, and a lean towards the money line at +180. I was hoping for more like +190, +200 though.
That's fair. Mike Lennon, this goes for you as well. No more Yankee talk. It's not baseball season. I want it to be, but it's not. Washington Capitals in Philadelphia taking on the Flyers. Total of 6 in this game. Washington to -170. Where are you looking, Nick?
Upset alert. Give me the doggy in this one. Give me the Philadelphia Flyers at home here. They have Carter Hart in net. We see Washington. They've been struggling a little bit as of late offensively. In 7 of their last 9 games, they failed to put up at least 3 expected goals. And Philly, these two teams played a couple games ago, and Philly was up 3-2 in that game, and they ended up losing in regulation 5-3. They were up 3-2 with about 4 minutes left in that game. They lose 5-3 in reg. they have an absolute meltdown, and that's definitely in the back of their heads here. And I think that this is a game where they can potentially get their revenge on the struggling Washington Capitals. This is I believe, the last game of a 4-game trip for these Washington Capitals, and I could see this being a game where the Flyers pull off an upset. I'm on the Flyers here. I got them at plus 152. You can get them around plus 153 now. Give me Philly in the spot here, plus 152 money line.
Okay, fading the Capitals. I see you. That's what that works. Keep on rolling through these games. The other New York team, the New York Rangers, are in Pittsburgh taking on the Penguins. Penguins are on a minus 155. Total of 5.5 now in this game. Where are you looking?
Yeah, I got this at 6. I got the under in this one, and I'm hoping Georgiev or Shesterkins and not Georgiev. And for the first time in 2022, I have a ticket in my pocket that says New York Rangers money line.
Oh,
I got him at plus 145. I know I'm not, and you guys know me. I'm not a Rangers guy. I know their 5-on-5 numbers suck, but Georgiev, I think, can carry this team. Or why do I keep saying Georgiev? Shesterkin can carry this team for a win in today's game. I saw a funny meme yesterday, though, Tim. It said, New York Rangers fans, they talk like Yankee fans with the history of the Jets. There you go. Yeah, this is a Rangers team that I don't back often, but when I do, just know it's for a reason. You're getting a nice plus. I got them at plus 143. You're getting a nice little price tag on them here, and you're getting a struggling Pittsburgh team. And I think that continues in today. I don't think this line should be as wide as it is. Give me the underdog Rangers in this spot.
there you go. Don't like it, but that's fine. I think this is going to be the marquee matchup of the day. Is up next. Actually, hold on. Rangers. Oh, sorry. Flyers. Spelt it wrong again. Are you to take the Caps to Dogland? Rangers, Penguins, penguin emoji struggling. Fair enough.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Marquee matchup of the day. Montreal Canadiens, Ottawa Senators, Ottawa minus 170, total of 6 in this game. Where are you looking at this one, Nick?
I am looking at...
Stop it. Get some help.
The Montreal Canadiens. I'm looking at the Canadiens in this game. The Red Hot Habs. 4 straight wins. They are get this now. Columbus lost last night. The Montreal Canadiens have the longest winning streak in the National Hockey League right now. Let that sink in. All right, let's continue.
No.
I like the Canadiens in this spot. I got them, unfortunately, at my plus 140. This line dropped a little bit, and I was a little too slow. You could have got them around plus 150, plus 155 last night. I'm still okay with the plus 140. Getting a plus price tag. I don't think Ottawa should be now minus 155 versus almost anybody in the league. This is a Ottawa team that's extremely inconsistent. They'll show up when you think they will, or they'll show up when you think they won't. They will lose when you think they'll win, and they struggle as big favorites. This Ottawa team, if they were plus 200 in this game, I would be backing them. But, I mean, at minus 170, you can't be backing the Senators at this type of price. I'm gonna take my shot here. I'm gonna ride with the hot hand. Give me the Montreal Canadiens at plus 140.
Yeah, no, thank you. Good luck. I know it's the 1-800-GAMBLER game of the day, so we'll see with that one. I wouldn't even come close to this game. Yeah, Habs rolling.
Yeah.
Bring down that background. No. Habs going to OT. This could be an OT game. Maybe.
I don't hate that look.
We'll keep on rolling, though. The Tampa Bay Lightning are in Nashville. I believe this is the Stadium Series game.
Yes, this is the Stadium Series game.
Big game here. What are we thinking?
Yeah, looking at this spot here now for the rest of these games here, I have looks on them that I haven't. They're not scrolling on the bottom because I haven't personally bet them yet. I'm waiting. I think that these lines can get better in my favor, so I'm gonna wait a little bit, and you're gonna see probably a decent sized card for me on the community tab. I'm leaning towards the Predators in this thing. I think we can get probably plus 160, plus 165 with the Preds, as money will continue to pour in on the Tampa Bay Lightning. This is a Stadium Series game. It's in Nashville, Tennessee, at the at Nissan Stadium, home of the Tennessee Titans. I did a free pick video for this last night. I like the underdog here. I think today is a doggy type of day, and I think that could start here with the Preds, or I think that continues here with the Preds. I'm going to be probably getting on them here around plus 160, I'm hoping. But yeah, I'm going to keep an eye out for that line. The Preds, though, are going to be my play in this game.
Hey, that works. That works. Go back to the chat. Sorry, I'm typing up a tweet for my college baseball plays. Took a small round robin on Montreal, Philly, and Rangers. Figured I'd have
Ooh,
some
I like
fun
that.
today.
I really like that. Yeah.
1-800. Yep. Knew it. Yep. I mean, that one was kind of obvious. But next game up, Toronto Maple Leafs are in Detroit taking on the Red Wings. Maple Leafs are minus 195. Total is 6.5. Where are you looking at this one, Nick?
I am looking not to lay minus 195 on the road with the Toronto Maple Leafs. That's just not going to happen. Personally, I'm looking at the Detroit Red Wings a little bit in this game. At the very least, I'm going to look to get on their team total here at 2.5, around minus 110. When we look at Detroit, they have been putting up expected goals lately, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of their last 9 games, they've put up at least 3. And we're getting 2.5 at minus 110. So I'm probably going to be looking at adding that to my card. We've seen Toronto struggle a little bit as of late. They are coming in off of a nice 3-1 win over the Minnesota Wild. But this is a game where I'm going to look to take Detroit's team total more than anything else in this game. So that's where I'm leaning in this game. Maybe Detroit money line if I can get plus 185, plus 190 with them. But other than that, I'm going to look towards their team total.
Sounds good. I'm listening. I'm just not listening. We'll keep on rolling. Colorado Avalanche minus 165 is in Vegas taking on the Golden Knights. Total is 6. Where are you rolling with this one, Nick?
Yeah, this line open, I want to say around minus 130 for Colorado. And money has poured in on the Avalanche. And we know why. Because they came back from down 3-0 to win 6-3 against the Jets last night, and the Coyotes knocked off the Vegas Golden Knights. This Golden Knights team may not make the playoffs this year. Everyone thinks they're a cup contender, that they can make a deep run. They have to make the playoffs first, and they're only 3 points in front of the Dallas Stars, I want to say, for the wild card spot. So this is not a team that's in a safe position whatsoever. Calgary has passed them. The Kings have passed them. The Oilers can be passing them soon. I like the Vegas Golden Knights, though, in this game a little bit. They're coming in. They lost 2-0 to Colorado the last time these two teams played. And I'm going to look towards Vegas in the first period in this game. That's around plus 115 right now. I'm probably going to add that a little bit later. This is a 10 o'clock game, so I have time to look. We have 4 10 o'clock games tonight.
There you go.
4. One's 10:30. So we have 4 late games tonight. This is one I'm definitely looking at. Once again, another underdog. I like the Vegas Golden Knights in this spot. At plus 115 in the first period, that's probably where I'm going to go in this one here. I'm going to see if I can get plus 120, plus 125 with them, though, as money continues to pour in on the Avalanche.
There you go. Taking the Golden Knights after an ugly loss. Hey, I love taking teams after ugly losses. That's always
everybody's
the best time
going to be down on them.
Yep, that's the best time to do it. Boston Bruins in San Jose.
Vegas puck line. If you're taking the plus 1.5, that's minus 175. That's a little juicy.
We'll see. Well, they could be taking the minus 1.5, and that's a big payday. Anyways, Boston Bruins minus 175 in San Jose, taking on the Sharks. 5.5 is your total. We rolling with some San Jose Sharks do?
I'm liking a lot of dogs today. The Sharks are not one of them. I'm looking potentially at Boston and Reg, maybe the Boston team total over 3.5. I like the over 5.5 the most in this game, though, and this line continues to get the under continues to get juiced more and more in this game. It's now minus 120 to the under, plus 110 to the over. I want to see if I can get plus 115, plus 117 here with the over in this spot here. I feel like this is not a game I need to bet early. I'm going to try to keep an eye out for these type of lines where you see I haven't bet most of my lines yet. I'm going to keep an eye out for those, the ones that are moving the opposite direction where I don't feel the need to bet them right away. I'm going to look to bet them later, and I'm going to look to take over 5.5 a little bit later if I can get a nice little plus 115 with it. Because I think more money's going to come in on the under because the Sharks are more they struggle offensively a little bit, and the Boston Bruins play decent defensive hockey. But actually, the Sharks have been giving up a lot lately, and this is not a Sharks team I particularly trust. So I like Boston. I'm probably going to take Boston and Reg, and I'm going to look towards over 5.5.
There you go. Even Mike Glenn saying fade the Sharks anytime you can. I don't mind
Yeah,
that
I
at
mean, even the Boston Bruins puck line at plus 145 looks interesting. Like, I think the Bruins cruise in this game.
There you go. That was awesome comeback by Avs to cover my minus 1.5 and say Nick was on the Jets.
I was on the Jets money line. That was sad.
Baylor money line. Who's Baylor against?
I don't know.
I don't remember who they're
I know
against.
they played Duke in baseball. I don't know who they
Baylor
played.
minus 3 at 8 o'clock. Okay, that might help out a little bit. Baylor. Against Kansas.
Ooh.
It should be a good matchup. We have that one around a Baylor minus 3. So good luck to you. We would be leaning that way too. All right, Nick. This one should be interesting. Minnesota Wild, Calgary Flames. Flames minus 145 at home. Total of 6. Where are you looking for this one?
The only thing I'm looking at, and this line is continuing to climb as well. And I'm going to look to get a better price with this because this was even money yesterday. Now it's plus 120. No need to bet it early. I'm going to wait on first period under 1.5 with the Flames and the Wild here. These are two teams coming off of a loss. We saw the Calgary Flames get absolutely embarrassed in their last game, 7-1 against Vancouver. I expect Earle Sutter to be pissed with this team, and they have to get a little bit more discipline. They gave up a bunch of power play goals that last game. I would lean towards the Flames and Reg as well. If I had to get to a side in this game, Flames and Reg, even money. I think that's a nice little look. They are minus 150 now, so that line continues to climb. I'd bet the Flames now rather than later if you like them. But the only thing I'm looking at here is I can't trust Dean Evison to keep the goalie in the net long enough for me to trust a full game under. So I'm going to go first period under 1.5. And I'm going to look to try to get even better price, plus 125, plus 130.
There you go.
Maybe a 2.
Mike Glenn, I will say the Wild aren't even on Terry's card, so take that as you wish. Denver minus 8. It would be a lean towards the Kings. I don't think that Denver covers, but I didn't bet it. We'll keep on rolling. Final game of the hockey slate, actually. You get the New York Islanders, who are in LA, taking on the Kings. Total of 5.5, with the Kings being a minus 120 favorite. Where are you looking in this one, Nick?
I'm going to look to take a similar approach to this game to when LA played Vegas. I'm going to take the Islanders in the first period here. I like fading the Kings in the first period because they're a team that struggles a little bit more in the first period, and they generally are a good comeback team. And the Islanders have been decent in the first period recently. They've been putting up some goals recently in the first period. I'm going to take the Islanders in the first period, and I might look to live bet the Kings if I can get a decent plus price tag on them here. Money line full game. But I think the Islanders come out after losing to the Sharks there. They're playing the Kings on a second half of a back-to-back. I can see this as an Islanders first period, Kings full game type of spot here. So I'm going to take the Isles first period. You can get that around even money. I'm going to see if I can get plus 105, plus 110, a little bit better of a price. But yeah, I'm probably going to be on the Islanders in the first period here. This is a play that I actually really like.
Sounds good. Well, you're against You're against Mr. Mike Lennon here.
I'm
He's
not
gonna be
saying
on
they're
the
going to
upper
win.
side.
I'm not saying the Isles win full game.
That's fair. And then you're asking Loyola Chicago. It would be a slight lean to Loyola Chicago. We have 3-point favorites, but not really going to go after that game. And he said he bet the Kings mid-game then.
Yeah, you'll live bet the Kings if you like them. I think you'll
go.
get a better price at the end of the first. This is a team that struggles early.
Fair enough. That is all of the games, though, for today, Nick. We've made it through the entire slate. We'll go ahead through this. We'll go ahead and roll the bumper, do some housekeeping, let you guys know everything going on at earlesportsbets.com, and then recap and head on out for today. So we'll go ahead and read the bumper.
When you head over to earlesportsbets.com, use code HOOP, HOOP, for 20% off the entire site. Also, don't forget to check out the link below for our $49 week pass.
There you go. That's some of the deals going on. If you guys are interested in grabbing some premium plays for Earle Sports Bets, that's going to be on the site. Best bet $25, and we have a sides and a totals package up today, 9 and 9 each, both up $35. If you guys are interested in that, yes, it would be a lean towards Winthrop. So there we go. But if you guys are interested in that, check those out over on the site. Some housekeeping. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below between our Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, the ESB Shorts channel, which is another YouTube channel that we're putting all of our TikTok videos on as well for anybody who does YouTube instead of TikTok. And then obviously the earlesportsbets.com website if you guys are interested in that. Also check out the people around us. Check out Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. Link to that's in the description below. He goes live Monday through Saturday at 5:00 p.m. He also put out a free pick video for the early games for the NHL today. I believe Nick and Nathan did that video with him. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, check out his link in the description below. And then obviously check out the people from Picks and Parleys. Craig did his show earlier or last night. Yeah, last night. Me and Nick live now. Higgs probably going to be live around 11:45 area. I'm pretty sure Lenny will be live for Morning Wood at 1:30. No game time decision today because it's Saturday. And then we'll see where it goes from there. But that should be everything for housekeeping. Recapping for today, small slate in NBA for me today, like Memphis moneyline and Toronto +3. I have a bigger college baseball slate when I'm grabbing East Carolina moneyline, Hawaii moneyline, Stanford moneyline, and Charlotte moneyline, all in baseball. ECU's +221. All the rest of them are anywhere from -105 to -119. So there you go for those. Nick?
Yeah. For right now, I am on the Oilers team total over. I'm on Philadelphia moneyline. I'm on the Rangers moneyline. I'm on the Rangers under 6, and I'm on Montreal +140. I'm going to be looking to add Nashville. I'm also looking to add Detroit, Vegas first period, maybe some Boston over, and then Boston reg. First period under with the Wild and Flames. First period money line with the Islanders. Keep an eye out for community posts. That's where I'll probably post the rest of my card.
There you go. That should wrap it up. Nick, finish on out the stream for today.
Yeah, that should just about wrap it up for this one. Well, thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here at ESB, which is every single morning and anywhere in between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. This has been another edition of the Earle Sports Show, the Earle Sports Bet Show. Thank you guys. Good luck.